So our first author of the day will be joining me on the red carpet and wrote a book to help plant new seeds and start new lives after dealing with the scary transition of divorce. Fiona Eckersley is the author of Fearful to Fabulous: Unlock Your Power, Move On, and Thrive After Midlife Divorce. Welcome, Fiona.
Hey, Amari, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. You look fabulous. This is an awesome dress.
Thank you so much.
So,
do you, by the way.
thank you. So, tell us about your book.
Well, my book is to help women over 40 who've gone through a midlife divorce, who are really struggling. You know, they're concerned with what their ex is up to. They're worried about the future and the life that they thought they were supposed to have, but it's not going to go that way anymore. So instead, what we focus on is we want them to become financially stable, and we want them to be able to get control of their life. You know, and most importantly, one of the things that we don't want them to do is jump right into another relationship. They don't need another man to help them take control of their life.
So, don't jump right into another relationship. What's the one thing you tell them to do instead?
Well, you know, instead, you want to work on yourself. You want to make sure you're in a good place and a place of confidence. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, you're not attracting the type of person that you deserve. You're attracting that person who feels that they can control you, or that you get right back into the relationship you got out of in the first place.
Okay. What made you decide to write this book?
Well, I went through midlife divorce myself. I had 4 children, 44 years old. I had been with my ex-husband 22 years, married for 17, and thought I had the perfect life, perfect marriage, great kids. And then one Sunday afternoon, he came into our room and said to me, you know, I have something to tell you. I don't love you anymore, and I'm filing for divorce. Wow. I was quite shocked. So, you know, things went downhill from there in my life. And I always tell my clients, there's no judgment from me on anything you did, because basically, if you could screw it up, I did it, right? So I've done it all. So then I reached a point where I realized that was not sustainable. Things were not working out for me. And I reached out for help from other people, and I learned a lot of things. I became a coach, and I moved on from there. And now I want to help other people so they don't have to make that struggle.
Wow. So, we have a question for you from Carrie, who lives in Olympia, Washington, and she's curious to know, what was your writing schedule like once you actually committed to writing the book?
Well, you know, we have 9 weeks, so I was thinking that was going to be quite difficult, but it wasn't. It is so well planned out. You know, the author's incubator gives us such a well planned out way to do it. So I sat down every day and I wrote for, 3 or 4 hours a day for that time period, and it was done in time.
Nice. 3 or 4 hours, banged it out?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So when you began writing this book, did you already aim for it to reach a specific demographic, or was it a general audience that you were aiming at?
No, I was aiming at women over 40 that were divorced. That was my specific niche. Because unfortunately, this is a growing problem. You know, divorce under 40 is kind of going down a little bit, statistics, but women over 50 getting divorced, that is skyrocketing right now.
I didn't know that. Huh. So what would you say is the biggest misconception about people who are going through a divorce at midlife?
You know, I think that a lot of people feel that they should just, quote, get over it and get on with things. But it's not that easy, because you thought that the end, you're going to have this life that you'd already planned out and everything was set for you. And then all of a sudden, everything's up in the air, right? There's no surety anywhere. So I think the misconception is that you should just find another guy and move on. And it's not that simple.
It's not that simple. What would you say is the not so simple version of that when you were writing your book? So what was the biggest challenge you had during the process?
For writing the book?
Mm-hmm. And how'd you get through it?
I think that my biggest challenge was actually focusing in on, there was so much I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. So my biggest challenge was focusing in on how to say what I wanted to say, and, in the most concise way to make it the easiest thing to follow.
So making the message digestible for your readers.
Exactly, yes.
Cool. So congratulations, Fiona.
Thank you very much.
Again, that book is Fearful to Fabulous, and it's in your email right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.